Hi everybody, I'm Susan Mulvihill. Wow, we've been getting a bunch of snowstorms and so things are looking really festive around here. So today it's basically a snow day, and so I thought you might enjoy coming along with me as I take care of different kinds of chores. And oh yeah, I've got short hair again. Bill and I gave each other haircuts over the weekend and this feels much better. I think he did a great job, don't you? Okay, let's get going. It's time to get some more firewood from our shed. This is where we store our firewood. I'm hoping we have enough to make it through the winter. We do have some rounds that need to be split, and hopefully they're not frozen solid, but I think that's going to have to wait until next spring. We'll see, but I think we have enough. That ought to hold us for a while. I'm heading out to the garden to check on the hoop house. If there's a lot of snow on it, that blocks light from the plants growing inside, and it's really important you don't let that happen. Listen to the crunchy sound of the snow. You know, Bill and I have lived in Spokane since 1978, and I have to tell you, I never get tired of the snow. It makes everything look so magical. I just love it. Okay, going into the garden here. And you can see it looks pretty cool too. Here's a little peek inside, although it's really not the best time for me to show you because I just picked a whole bunch of corn salad and spinach a few days ago. So the plants are looking a little small, but they've been growing really well, and I think I've finally hit the point where I don't need to water them anymore. The reason for that is because up on the roof, on the inside of the hoop house, you can see all that condensation. And what's happening is that it sort of rains down on the bed, and even with the floating row cover on top of the plants, it still goes through it and waters the plants for me. So I don't think I have to hand water them anymore, which is very nice. I thought you might enjoy seeing the pine siskins eating some thistle seeds. That is their favorite food this time of year. And they just crack me up because a lot of them like to hang upside down to eat. I have no idea how they swallow. Now, just in case you're going to ask me, where did you get those cute Holiday Lights feeders? I'm sorry to say that they're not available anymore, and I don't mean to be torturing you. But if you look at the farthest back feeder, that is one that I think you can find at different places. It's specifically for Niger thistle seeds because they're so tiny, and it's got a little copper top. But those are very popular with the winter birds that we get. I'm just replacing this suet in the suet feeder here because this is very popular with woodpeckers and flickers and all different kinds of birds because the suet provides a really important source of fat and nutrition for them. So it's a simple little wire feeder, easy to find in bird supply stores, and keeps the birds happy this time of year. Another important thing I wanted to take care of today was to clean out and replenish the water in our heated bird bath. If you've never heard of heated bird baths before, they have an element underneath this bowl that keeps the water from freezing. It doesn't make it real warm. Just want to rinse that out. But warm enough so that the birds have a ready source of water for drinking. There you go, little guys. Now, one of the things on my to-do list today is to cut our Christmas tree. Now, many years ago, I bought a whole bunch of tiny little Douglas fir saplings, basically, or seedlings, and planted them out here because I was telling Bill, hey, we can have our own Christmas tree lot for our own personal supply of Christmas trees. And you can see a couple of them have really grown like crazy. We're not touching those because they're just too nice. But these guys are just planted too closely. And so I'm going to harvest this little guy today. And, we'll put it up on something so it has a little bit of a height to it. But we are cutting this because these are too closely planted together. And of course, I never intended to leave these in place, but Bill has become very attached to them. So it's hard enough getting him to let me cut this one down as it is. But this will be our Christmas tree, and it should be great. Now, before I move on to the next task, I just wanted to show you how pretty our lavender patch is this time of year. The cool thing is that birds come and eat the seeds from the spent flower heads during the winter months, and while they're doing that, we can smell lavender oils. It is the most amazing thing to be in the dead of winter and smell something like that. It's so cool. We've brought in the Christmas tree and given it a good drink of water. This is in one of those Christmas tree stands that has the large reservoir for water, and it's so important to keep the trees moist so that the needles don't dry out. So now it's time to decorate it. The lights, and next the ornaments. We're going with a bit of a natural theme. So we've got lots of bird ornaments here and there. There's a cardinal, a bluebird, I love bluebirds, a little bird nest, bird houses, another bird house, a little wreath made of bird feathers. Here's a nuthatch. And then I have snowflakes from Germany that we got on a trip once. We've got some watering cans, a couple of them. Moose. I'm big into moose. So we've got one here, one in this little wooden ornament, and here on this leaf. Oh, here's a chickadee. I forgot to point that one out. And this is a British robin, which is something we bought when we were in England. And then we have all sorts of glass pine cone and acorn ornaments that I really enjoy. Now, a friend of mine is an artist, and she is making me some special ornaments. And of course, this is her really busy time of year, but I should get them pretty soon, and that will really make the tree complete. Oh, I think that looks a little better. This is not exactly a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. It is a little bit sparse, but now that it has some ornaments on it, it knows that it's loved. Now it's time to just relax and enjoy a seed catalog. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Thanks so much for watching, and happy holidays to you all.